Hey, what's going on, guys? Shooting the shit, episode 14. While I can do it outside, because it looks like it might rain. Quite possibly. So we're going to do this for as long as we can out here. Because I promised you guys an outside episode. So that's what we're doing. As long as I can stand it with the wind and whatnot, and like I said, the possibility of it raining, because I did hear some thunderstorms a little while ago. Well, I heard lightning about a half hour ago when I came home, so that's a thing. And we got a little bit of wind. Probably hear the birds and whatnot, and I think I just felt a sprinkle. Don't tell me that as soon as I started. This would have been a good first outside video to do. Hopefully you can hear me over that damn bird. There's a tree over here and there's a bird in the top of it just making all kinds of noise. Yes, bird, we hear you. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I actually had to go inside. Yeah, in case I haven't said it before, I kind of have a thing about filming in front of people. You know, they wouldn't be outside. My neighbors came home and, well, she'd be able to see me through the kitchen window. I don't know, I'm kind of iffy on that. I have no problem doing, live streams and podcasts and all that. It's just somebody actually seeing me film. And yeah, there's a cat behind me. What are you doing? Looking out the window. Anyway, but yeah, I kind of have this thing about not filming in front of people. I don't know. I just don't do it. I mean, unless it's like a friend of mine who really knows what goes on behind the scenes of all this. You guys remember my Memorial Day weekend video from last year? One of the scenes, my friend Jason actually dove off the golf cart and did a barrel roll. So yeah, I figured, hey, I'd do it from the comfort of my kitchen. Maybe I'll actually sit down. Since I have a stool here. Oh man. But I think I did feel a sprinkle anyway, so it did look like it was going to rain a little bit. See if I can zoom this a little bit, huh? Let's see how that is. That's a little better. Get up on this stool here. There we go. So, but yeah, it did look like it was going to rain, so I figured good timing on my neighbor to come inside. At this point, it's 6 o'clock. I don't have to leave for work for 3 hours, so I might have enough time to actually edit this and upload it. At least now I don't have to do no chroma key to it, just your basic color correction and adjust the volume as needed, and that's it. Render it out. Hopefully it won't take too long. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how long we go. If you guys see my vlog from yesterday, No Real Talk podcast, last night, that's because Jordan was, like I said, supposedly doing the Brad Paisley thing and going fishing. But John seems to think that's not true. Jordan, what were you doing last night? Were you fishing or were you rebranding yourself? Because that's when John noticed it. Hell, Johnny could have done both. Unless his fishing got rained out, and he said, fuck it, I'll just rebrand myself. Jordan, what is with the rebranding? Seriously, what is with the rebranding? Why? I mean, I sent you that message. You sent me the message on Skype saying, new Twitch channel, blah, blah, blah. And I said, what, no more Jordan Goes Gaming? And you never replied. What's up with that? My Red Dog glass. If anyone remembers, I don't think this beer is around no more. Red Dog beer. On the back it says, you are your own dog. I got that actually when I was a kid. Just because I like the bulldog in the commercials. He was red. Yeah, last time I had a glass of Mountain Dew, it actually looked black because it's green and the chroma key made it black, like the background. So, but hey, I'm almost to 400 subscribers, which is nice. If you guys remember the video I put up with my brother, Raging Rob, it was titled, "This is Raging Rob," in parentheses, my brother. He just hit 300 subscribers. He's catching up to me, and I cannot let that happen. I'm almost to 400. Last I checked, I was 11 away. Keep on subscribing and all that good stuff, sharing my videos, anything you may have done. It's helping, obviously, and I'm sure a little tactic John has tried. He put in his channel a video about the Real Talk podcast. If anybody wants to be a sponsor, must subscribe to all of us. I'm sure that gained me about 5 or 6 subs as well. So thank you, John, for that. I've been slacking on my series lately, and I don't know why. Hell, I even took a day off Friday because I was just exhausted. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep throughout the week, which probably explains why I didn't really do any of my regular videos throughout the week. And I missed Dumbest Laws in America for Monday. I missed What Were You Thinking for Wednesday. I promised to do DayZ on Fridays, and I missed that. The only thing I'm really doing is shooting the shit this week. But that's going to change. Tomorrow I will have Dumbest Laws in America tomorrow. The one that should have been 2 weeks ago. I've been meaning to get that out for you guys. And it will happen. I'm sorry it didn't happen yet. Don't hate me. But, yeah. I'm going to start getting things going. And it's getting warmer. Actually, John, I haven't even told you yet. Next week, for Real Talk Podcast, I will not be able to make it. As I will be, well, it depends on what time I get home Saturday. Because Friday after work, I'm going up north. I got to help, my friend that's in Arizona has a house. Has a house with 16 acres, and it's actually her aunt's house, but she was going to buy it off her, but her aunt wants to sell it. So she needs to get all of her stuff out there by the first weekend in May, and I told her aunt that I would come up this upcoming week, next weekend and help. So Friday, right after work, I get out of work at about 6:12. So from then until sometime Saturday evening, I'll be up north. I should be back by the time we do Real Talk, but if not, it might be a little later than that. I'll let you know. I'll let all you guys know on Twitter. If you're not following me, link in the description below for my Twitter, my Twitch, my Vimeo where I do my vlogs, which I need to put an updated one on there, and my Facebook fan page, and my t-shirt shop. I have a shirt that I made and I put it up there, so go check that out. If you buy a shirt, that'd be awesome. It's my first one, so go check that out, and that'd be cool. And I think, hey, cat's bumping the tripod. The camera was shaking. I'm sorry. Stop it. Cats gotta rub their faces on everything. What is the deal with that? I'm sure some of you guys have heard the standoff between this rancher and BLM, the Bureau of Land Management in Nevada this weekend. Finally came to an end with the feds backing off and releasing the guy's cattle and reinstating his grazing rights, as they call it, for his cattle. They inadvertently killed some of his cattle, but got most of them back. There's people going around thinking that that's not the end, which it might not be. People were like, oh, second American Revolution gonna happen right there. for a while there, it looked like that might happen. It really did. And why did it get chilly in here all of a sudden? What is outside? 71? Because it dropped about 4 degrees. What the hell? But, yeah, it looked like that standoff was going to turn violent after a while. I mean, they had militia on Clive and Bundy's side. That's the rancher who was standing off against the government, the feds. They had a bunch of people for BLM, Bureau of Land Management, but there was militia standing by this Clive and Bundy and his family, and they were ready to throw down if it came down to it. And there was people from all over the country. There was even a couple reporters from this state, independent media anyway, not your mainstream Fox News or whatnot. Of course, you know, they were there, but they weren't reporting the stuff that people like Alex Jones was reporting and his InfoWars crew, and Bobby Powell, who's in Alpena, Michigan. He's another one. I consider him a little bit more credible than Alex Jones. Pete Santilli was going through Bobby Powell's show and his videos and whatnot, and he was live streaming on Ustream as well. This whole thing up until the conclusion of it, which it turned out okay for now. I mean, people are thinking that this is only the beginning, that they backed off too easy for this just to disappear. I still got my lens cap in my pocket. But yeah, people are thinking he backed off too easy, or the feds backed off too easy, which they might have. I mean, they could have just easily, with their heavy weapons, they could have just shot everybody that was there. If anybody's seen any of the live feed or any videos on it, you know what I'm talking about. It was getting pretty hairy there for a little while. And, and it looked like things were going to go south with it. And thankfully they didn't. Everything turned out okay and whatnot, so that's a plus. But I gotta quit these things. It was April. I got 3 months. I got like 2.5 months to quit these before I go to Arizona. Excuse me. I promised my friend I would. Which means I'm going to have to start using that e-cigarette, which I'm low on cash this week, so I might just have to start this week. Probably should anyway. Reduce these. I mean, yeah, I've been hearing that the e-cigarettes are a little worse. But, and there's the blinky after 11.5 minutes, but we already know what that does now, don't we? I don't have to do shit. It's just splitting the video in 2 pieces, like I discussed the last shooting the shit. Do you guys see the beer commercial I made? Using a clip, or clips from Charles St. Michael's Drinking and Smoking, his last one. 55, I believe. He actually liked it. That would be awesome if Guinness used it. I mean, of course, they'd have to edit out the part where he's like, fuck you. But I think it would be a very funny commercial. Guinness for your ass. Guinness for your ass. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. It's pretty awesome. And I never did leave a link to Real Talk Podcast last week. I never did that. I just realized that. Oops. Sorry. I forgot. I was supposed to leave an annotation for Real Talk Podcast last week, and I never did it. Pretty sure we had one last week, didn't we? Yeah, I'm almost positive we had one last week. Yeah, we did. But, I was supposed to leave you guys an annotation beginning of the last video, and I never did. Sorry. Oops. I guess it just took so long for the video to upload and whatnot, I just forgot about it. Next time I see I'll add an annotation, I'll do it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But yeah, and it didn't end up raining. What the hell? So now I can just thank my neighbor for coming home because we could have been doing this outside the whole time. Nice weather. And I could easily just jump out there right now, but then I'd look kind of funny talking to myself. Yeah, well, you got the first couple minutes outside anyway. It is what it is. Like I said, I got a thing of recording in front of people, which, being a YouTuber, I should probably get over, because then that kind of lessens the range of videos I can do. Like, say I went to PAX, or I went to Playlist Live next year. Well, I'd probably never record in front of it. I mean, there, yeah, I probably would, because I'd be surrounded by people, like Scott Martin and whatnot. They'd be doing the same thing. So that's different. And there's tons of people doing videos down there. So I wouldn't feel inferior. No, not inferior, but awkward doing it. And I know some people would say, well, just fuck what everyone else is going to think, do it anyway, Problem with my neighborhood is you got these punk ass kids that would deliberately just talk shit. And if they see you walking down the street with a camera, they would get behind you and do all this stupid shit. I guarantee you, these kids are little idiots. And hell, like middle of last week, I was coming out of my neighborhood. My mailbox is in front of my neighborhood, and I was smoking a cigarette while I was driving, and a kid actually said to me, "Can I have a cigarette?" So I stopped. There was a stop sign, and as I started turning out of it, I said, "Yeah, when you can show me ID." Didn't say nothing. I just immediately, "Oh, can I have a cigarette?" "Yeah, when you can show me ID." And I kept on going. Little bastard. I mean, I was his age when I was smoking, unfortunately. That's why it's kind of hard for me to quit. Because I've been doing it for so long. As Lefty has been doing, I do not advise smoking. I would like to think that you're 18 or older if you're smoking. You should be. Just be glad they haven't stuck all kinds of warnings all over these packs yet. They wanted to put pictures of like cancerous lungs and fetuses and all this crap. That, I probably wouldn't buy a pack of cigarettes just so I wouldn't have to look at that. Or I'd put something over it. I mean, that just... I can handle a lot of stuff, but looking at something like that, like when you see it, there's an event called the Wilbur Dream Cruise I'll be filming this year. It's around August 16th, I think, 16th to the 18th, something like that. The official day is like the 18th, I believe, whatever that Saturday falls on. And sometimes, you see them trucks that drive around with the billboards on them. Well, there's always one that talks about abortion, and it drives around with the actual pictures of aborted fetuses. I mean, I'm against abortion, but that is nasty. Who wants to look at that? I mean, especially you got little kids wandering around. "Mom, what's that? Dad, what's that?" Then try explaining that to a little kid that doesn't know what that is. Thankfully, I've never had to do it. I've taken my daughter down there a couple times, and I haven't had to see that, but... Which reminds me, it's her mom's year to have her. So I don't take my daughter this year. I might for a little while. She likes going down there, so. Which I've been going down there since I was a kid. But last year I didn't really get all that much footage anyway. But yeah, I'll get a lot more this year. If people don't know what the Wilbur Dream Cruise is, look it up, wilburdreamcruise.com. It's a classic car show that happens in the middle of August every year. up here in Metro Detroit on the first highway ever built in this country, Woodward. I guess you could say it's the first highway or something. It's highway number 1, basically. So it is the first. And they do it from downtown Pontiac all the way to like Ferndale, I believe, north and south. I mean, the cops, they're getting kind of stupid lately, but they used to let you burn out and all this stuff. And then as the years went on, they gave you a warning. And a friend of mine had an El Camino one year, like a 70 something, 77, 75, 74, something, 70s El Camino, mid to late 70s. And he burned out once. And they kicked him off of Woodward. They told him, get off the road. Don't come back. That is bullshit. I mean, yeah, it leaves black marks on the road. It's all in fun, man. Come on. What's a black mark going to hurt the road? Seriously. I mean, they used to let you get away with it a lot. Now it's like people watch out for the cops when there is none. They do it. The only time I had a car worthy of going down there was a 76 Plymouth Volare. That was a nice car. Before I get too off track, let me see where we're at here. 20 minutes, okay, I got about 10 minutes left. Before I gotta flip the tape over, as Charles St. Michael says. What is this? So, it's bad enough I gotta add the other clip from outside because I stopped it. Hopefully you can't hear that. Cat just took a dump in the box behind that door. You can probably see there's a little hole in the door. There was a vent in the hole in the door. I don't know why. Whoever had this house before we did, before my dad bought it, there was a vent there. And when I took it out, there was that big gaping hole. But I did that so the cats could just jump through because the dog would try and get in there and get in the litter box. Dogs are disgusting. I don't know why. But, yeah. So that's a thing, Jordan. Told you I'm going to call your ass out on it every time. Oh, man. But, yeah, I got a saying I had a Volare. Look up 1976 Plymouth Volare. I had a 4-door. Car doesn't look the greatest. It's not the most classiest body styles, not the sportiest body styles, but it had a 318 5.2 liter V8 in it. And a Mustang was trying to show me up behind me after it got nighttime. I mean, keep in mind this car was rustier than shit. I had holes in the floorboards and a handicap sign. You probably saw in my man cave. I had this on the wall there. That was covering a hole in the floorboard. I could lift it up and flick my cigarette down through the floorboard and see the ground. But anyway, this car was rustier than hell, but it ran perfect. All I did was change the spark plugs on it. But getting off track here, people laughed at me by day. You know, I had a guy tell me give me $50 for my car, or Hungry Howie's give me pizza for my car. But at nighttime, I had a Mustang behind me, early to mid 90s Mustang, and he's burning out and whatnot. And as you know, Mustangs have a 4.0. It's the biggest engine they came with, unless you had one put in yourself. But from the factory at that time, the biggest engine was a 4.0 liter V8. And this guy was trying to burn out behind me, and I had my brother in the car with me, Raging Rob. And I looked at him, I said, should I? He goes, should you what? And I was stopped at the time, so I slammed on the brake and the gas at the same time. And I let go of the gas, and my tires were spinning, just smoking. I was roasting my tires. And by the time I let go of the gas, I was spinning in one spot. Or I let go of the brake, I should say. When I let go of the brake, I was spinning in one spot for 30 seconds before I started moving. It was roughly 30 seconds, give or take. And there was so much smoke behind me. It looked like there was a fire in the middle of the road. That's how much smoke. I mean, you could not see 2 feet behind me. Barely. And there was people cheering, and that Mustang did not burn out ever again. I mean, I just lit his ass up. Alright, gotta flip the tape. So, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Alright. Consider tape flipped. So we've been going for about a half hour now. Give or take. And there goes the cat jumping up on the window again. But yeah, I had this car. Needless to say, this car did not try and burn out ever again. That Mustang. I just lit his ass up and showed him who's boss. Like I said, I had a 318 5.2 liter V8. He had a... Hold on. Shut up! Hey! Quit! Dogs. I had a... Mustangs had a 4.0. I had a 5.2. That is a big engine. A 318 5.2 liter V8. That is a premium Chrysler engine. I mean, that was the only Chrysler product I've ever owned. I've only owned GM. You know, I own one Ford F-150. Shut up! Dog barks at everything. As I was saying, before the dog rudely interrupted me, sit. Or lay down. Lay down. Quiet. Hey, shut up. Alright. Yeah. I've owned one other product that was not GM. That was my Ford F-150. Now, that car was pretty badass. You know, I was a temp at GM at the time. This is back in 04, and I could have, all the money I made that summer, quiet. All the money I made that summer, I could have fixed that car up and it would have looked nice. And it already ran great. But, yeah. Alright, you know what? This dog is going to start barking again. And don't even start it. No. You shut up. No. There's a dog barking outside. I know this dog is just going to start any moment. Don't even think about it. I'm trying to record a video here, you know. You're not helping with that. I don't need you barking and drowning out my voice with your woof woof woof. No. That's not how this is going to work. That dog is going to bark and you're going to let it go. No. Dolly. No. You hush. Yeah, I'm talking to my dog. So what? You don't talk to your dog? Anyway, where was I now? Oh yeah. Let me turn you a little bit like this because I'm gonna go get something to drink again. Well, I've been thinking about starting to live stream more on Twitch TV. I know that Jordan does that quite a bit. You know, that's primarily what he does now, is live streaming on Twitch. And now apparently there's a dog going apeshit outside. And you be quiet. But yeah, been thinking about doing a live stream thing on Twitch. And now I gotta turn this way like this. I think that's about where I had it. Yeah, that'll work. I know I said I was gonna live stream DayZ starting Fridays, but I'll get it this week. Matter of fact, when I come home from work tomorrow, maybe I'll get some of that going. Sorry, nose itch. Oh man, I really don't know what else to talk about, so I might just cut this one a little short. How long have we been going this take? 5 minutes. Yeah, this might be a short one, so I can have time to edit it and whatnot. It's already 6:25, and it takes a little time for it to render and whatnot. And of course, you know how it goes. The damn, what the hell? Itchy. Good, quiet. Good. You quiet. Dolly, no. But yeah, you know, a bigger file takes longer to render, so all I gotta do is color correction to it, so it's not gonna take long to do that. No. Lay down. No. Just because the dog's, you're not barking by now, or else I'd let you out there. No. Alright. Perfect hashtag. Hashtag bark. Hashtag woof. That's the only thing I can think of right now. I'll let you choose. Hashtag bark, hashtag woof. If you've made it this far. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow I can get a video done outside. If it doesn't rain or if it's not too cold or whatnot. But oh god. Alright, I gotta end this because this dog is whining and I got that dog barking outside, and I don't know why the hell I thought that was funny with the hashtag bark or woof. But yeah, I'm gonna get my regular videos done this week. Dumbest Laws in America tomorrow. What were you thinking on Wednesday? DayZ on Friday. I might even do a DayZ live stream tomorrow. If I remember, it'll probably be early when I do it. So hopefully you're not in school. I know some of you guys probably will be. But it'll be there for you when you're done, you know. Or I'll just I'll live stream and then upload certain clips to the channel here. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Those of you that are new, I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out. Give this video a thumbs up. Please share it. Facebook, Twitter, bullshit that is Google+. Follow me at all my links below. Vimeo, if you have an account there. Facebook, my fan page. Twitch is there. Twitter. Go check out my t-shirt shop. I got one shirt so far. I'm getting more in. And basically, that's all I got. That is all I got. So, since this whole series is inspired by Charles St. Michael, I figured I would go out in Charles St. Michael fashion. Subscribe, thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. Share it, favorite, all that good stuff. So you can catch next week's episode of this or all my other series, live streams, etc. All the links are to my social media are in the description below. And I'll see you guys later. Peace!